Good afternoon, Brent here with Dragonflatus Games, and it has been a while. I guess a little recap. I had purchased a collection a while back. There's a description in, one of the previous videos where I started this series, more or less cataloging and kind of just explaining the collection that I had bought. And then, man, long story short, family got sick, work got crazy, just life. So all the props in the world to people that, keep up with their YouTube channels and keep the content consistent, because it's tough, man, especially when, life happens and things just kind of get in the way. But I'm trying to get back on the saddle here. I'm going to pick up where I more or less left off. I think I've done lands and artifacts so far. I made a video for the red cards. It has not been posted yet. I may just redo it just to kind of refresh my memory as far as like what's going on with this, but I really just want to get it cataloged, if anything, just to kind of have something to look back on, because I'm trying to move a lot of these, but I don't want to move too much until I get it cataloged. So anyhow, without further ado, these are the multicolored cards from the collection. I kind of spread out some of the more, like, I guess, noteworthy cards that were in the collection. You've got a couple R shards here: Wart, Bogart, Auntie, Kinian, Bonder Prodigy, Captain Sisay, 4 Time Sieves. And one of the interesting things about this particular collection is that there were a lot of play sets of a lot of different rares. So as I kind of go through this, that might be something that, I don't know, kind of stands out to some people. But Squandered Resources, this is probably one of the more expensive finds in the collection, as well as this foil Sig River Cutthroat. There were a lot more foil cards in the collection. I actually sold off a bunch of those, and I just did a really quick scan just to kind of catalog things before I sent them off. But anyhow, a few cool slivers. The first sliver, a couple Sliver Legions, Aloro, Sen Triplets. This is foil Tezzy, Master of the Bridge. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of go through these here. This isn't really much of a hit. I just set it off to the side because it was a foil. But Timna the Weaver, that's a good one. And then more or less in these cards that I'm going to show are things that were, for the most part, I think like $1 or more. I try to go through everything and pull what I could tell had some sort of value. Put these off to the side. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, just because my main goal is to just get this archive. But again, a lot of play sets. There's going to be some uncommons and maybe even commons throughout these that have a little bit of value. And one of the things that I've been thinking about is doing kind of like a mystery pack sort of sale, where I'm going to take a lot of these cards, maybe do like one kind of big pull, some rares, mythics, uncommons, and commons, totaling to, I was thinking like 60 cards, but I wanted to put something together that was maybe not like your typical bullshit sort of mystery pack. some people might remember, but like back in the day, you know, for me, when I was maybe like in middle school, on eBay, I mean, this is like probably more than 20 years ago now, but there'd be like really cool mystery packs. You know, you get like Moxes or all sorts of cool shit. And I don't know, now it's just like super watered down, but I wanted to do something where I've got like a number of, like, not necessarily from this collection, but I'd pull other cards that I have. I've got like multiple Grim Monoliths. There's a Lion's Eye Diamond that was actually from this collection. Some revised dual lands. But I was thinking maybe doing like a, I don't know, like 100. These are all just ideas right now. I'm kind of still thinking through this, but maybe like 100 packs, and within those packs, you've got like the opportunity to get, you know, there could be like a couple Grim Monoliths or the Lion's Eye Diamond, and what have you. This is probably one of my all-time favorite arts from Magic, Lord of Treasurehorn. I've got a commander deck just for the sake of having a commander deck with him because he's so badass. But anyhow, yeah, just I wanted to do something, I don't know, a little more special than just throwing a bunch of bullshit bulk in packs. And I don't know. Again, I'm still kind of thinking through it. I don't know if anyone's even going to see this video, if how I'm going to do it. Maybe I'd like list them on eBay. I don't know. That's one of my thoughts that I thought would just be a little more entertaining than just kind of listing all this or trying to, you know, flip all of these. But I don't know, if you see this video and that sounds cool, I don't know, maybe leave a comment. I was thinking, you know, price point somewhere along the lines of, I don't know, like $100 to $150 for a pack, 60 cards, but some of the packs, you know, you would have the chance of pulling some really cool stuff that you're not really going to be able to find otherwise. But anyhow, I'm going to leave it at that. This is Brent, Dragonflies Games. Thanks for checking this out, and I'm going to try to crank through a few more videos while I can. Peace.